DRG Media. DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Field House in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Field House in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Dan O's Marine in Fort Pierre is now selling Vexus and Alumacraft boats and Manitou pontoons. Dan O's is the only Vexus dealer in South Dakota. Come in and see our new selection of Vexus boats for your fun on the water. They still service Yamaha and Mercury motors. We can also supply your rigging needs from Minn Kota and Ghost trolling motors, or Humminbird, Lowrance, and Garmin depth finders. We also carry tubes, skis, and ski ropes, and can even order knee boards. Stop in today or give us a call at 605-224-6612.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activity. Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Slide, class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jokic with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E, we. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, That was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at Synergy Sign.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses. And quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Did you put more on that high-interest credit card this holiday season than you expected? Why not transfer that balance onto an Owyhee Federal Credit Union credit card with a fixed rate of 9.9% APR, no balance transfer fees, and no annual fees? How could you go wrong? Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds & Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yes Way, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sunshine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bowman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Consummate Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gale's Gas Service.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
Head
And thank you very much. A good Tuesday evening, everybody, in Item High School basketball coming your way. The Pierre Governor boys are back at home at Riggs High Gym as they continue to try to put some wins together and not maybe take these games all the way down to the wire. Tonight they welcome in an old rival out of District 3AA, the old District 3AA. The Huron Tigers are here. We welcome you to our coverage of Governor basketball. Your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play, and Heather Williams in studio. She'll run technical direction from the audio side of things. We've got Jordan Lutmer running camera for Live Ticket as well across the way, and he will provide the video for our stream, which you can see as well on our DRGnews.com webpage, the River 92.7 page specifically. You can also get to it through the Pierre School website and find our live video with the audio at gogovs.live. Should be a fun one coming in here tonight. The Governors going to be favored in this one, especially with a Huron team that will be playing literally their fourth game in 5 days. They played Friday and Saturday against Spearfish and Sturgis. Then they had a makeup game with the Yankton Bucks last night at home in the Huron Arena. Came up short in that one, but back at it once again for this fourth game. So Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. But a team that I'm sure will be geared up and ready to go against a Governor team that, of course, is coming into this one off of another heartbreaking loss, close game loss at Yankton, 56-51 to the Bucks. Bucks are obviously playing very well, and they did that again last night in Huron. We'll see who gets out to a good start in this one and maybe comes out on top also a little bit later on. Sit tight. We've got a pregame coming up. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Pregame is to be brought to you by the Becky Pottsville State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre. We'll take our look around South Dakota, Class AA. It's the state of basketball in South Dakota. We've got your coaches' comments, keys to success, and also your starting lineups all coming up as well. For those who have traveled here from Huron or anywhere else, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds all travelers that snow means slow. Let's slow down and drive for the conditions, even though we've got nice weather this week so far. And again, buckle up every trip, every time. From the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. 3 minutes, we get into the pregame. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
This is John with Pottsville State Farm. We all know February is the month of love, and the team at Pottsville State Farm wants to make sure that you have everything you love in life insured. Set an appointment with us during Insure Your Love Month and receive a sweet treat on us from South Dakota Popcorn in downtown Pierre. Set up an appointment to insure your love today by giving the team at Pottsville State Farm a call at 605-224-4173 or by stopping by the office at 1315 East Wells in Pierre.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Hey guys, this is Truett Rogers, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota here in Pierre, South Dakota. And I just want to let you guys know about this beautiful white 2017 Ford F-150 Lariat with 84,000 miles. Loaded up with leather, nav, adaptive cruise, and heated and cooled seats, and a whole ton more. Price today at $36,995. Stop in at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota at 518 East Sioux Ave in Pierre. Visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com or call 605-224-7378 and ask for me, Truett Rogers.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym on a Tuesday night, and we welcome you to the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth, sponsored by the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. I should say by the Sheriff's Office. You just heard from them, the 361 team. Thanks to the men and women of the Sheriff's Office for doing what they do in our community and for giving us a couple of spots to sit here at Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland in the upper west side of the gym, and Jordan Lutmer running camera. You'll find him in the upper east side as well, and a full court view of Riggs High School's gym floor as you watch this one again at drgnews.com from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Here in our Potsdam State Farm pregame show, here's a look around South Dakota. As, of course, looking over the weekend, Governors had that loss at Yankton, 56-51. Also Thursday night, a win for Sioux Falls Lincoln over Brookings with very little trouble. Friday night, Harrisburg got a win easily over Aberdeen Central, 66-33. Kind of a surprising score there. Not in the result, but just the blowout aspect. Huron did get a win over Spearfish at home, 63-58. Mitchell defeated Sturgis easily. Watertown got a buzzer-beating victory at home over Sioux Falls, Washington, Friday night, 57-54. O'Gorman beat Rapid City Stevens. Brandon Valley by 20 over Rapid City Central, and Sioux Falls Jefferson stayed unbeaten as they had to hold off Sioux Falls Christian 70-66. A good one there. Saturday, Huron in action again, still at home. They beat Sturgis 67-54. Mitchell beat Spearfish by 17. Brookings got a win over Douglas, 62-54. Sioux Falls Lincoln played a game in the Pentagon against Minneapolis North Community and beat them 67-59. The Patriots continue to play extremely well this season. O'Gorman over Rapid City Central. Brandon Valley beat Rapid City Stevens by just 8 points. Sioux Falls Roosevelt got a win at Marshall, Minnesota Saturday as well. Last night we mentioned that makeup game as Huron hosted Yankton, but the Bucks rolled up 85 points in an 85-57 victory. Here tonight at Riggs High Gym, the announcements beginning. This is Teacher Appreciation Night at Riggs High. So what can we say about the teachers in the Pierce school system, teachers in any school system? They deserve your recognition. They deserve our thanks. And, they put up with an awful lot, especially dealing with some of our kids and my kids included. I tell you what, thank you. If you're a teacher of any kind, especially in a school system, not getting paid nearly enough what you're worth, thank you on this Teacher Appreciation Night. By the way, back to the state of basketball as the Governors tonight. We look at the schedule. In fact, let's look at the standings as they are right now. The power rankings on the South Dakota High School Activities Association website. Sioux Falls Jefferson still unbeaten, 14-0 on the year. Sioux Falls Lincoln, as we mentioned, still playing great, 13-1. And Mitchell, who the Governors will see next Thursday at the Corn Palace, are 11-3. Yankton continues to win and put wins together. They're the 4 seed right now at 8-4. Brandon Valley has put some wins together as well. They are now 10-4 on the season with Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, Harrisburg, and Pierre, all 8-6. But power ranking wise, they are in that order at 6, 7, and 8. So the Governors are in the 8th spot right now, which would be a home game in the Sodak 16 if that were to be played tonight. They would play Sioux Falls, Washington, who is 6-6 in the 9th spot right now ahead of O'Gorman. Huron at 11 at 6-9 off of their loss last night. The 11th seed right now, they would play at number 6 Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, if the postseason began this evening. Watertown, Aberdeen, Rapid City Central, Spearfish, and Sturgis are in the top 16. It's Stevens, Douglas, and Brookings on the outside looking in for now. So again, with the Tigers playing the Governors here at Riggs High Gym tonight. Also, Mitchell and Aberdeen Central tangle in Aberdeen, the other old District 3 AA rivalry being played this evening as well. Sioux Falls Jefferson will host Watertown. Brookings heads down to Sioux Falls Roosevelt. It'll be Brandon Valley tonight at Washington. Also, Harrisburg going to Marshall, Minnesota for an interstate game. O'Gorman will play at Lincoln in a good one there. Spearfish playing out west at Sturgis, while Douglas goes in the Black Hills Conference to Hot Springs to play the Bison. Thursday, 2 games, both in the Black Hills Conference. Spearfish will host Custer, and Douglas will host the Hill City Rangers. Friday, the next Governor basketball contest. We'll have them right here, and we'll renew the old Governor's Cup rivalry, where Spear went to Bismarck last year, came up short. This year, the Govs probably will be favored in that game, I'm assuming, as they'll host the Demons on Friday night, right here at River 92.7, of course, with a 6:30 pregame. Aberdeen goes to Huron. That'll be the Tigers' next game Friday night. Meanwhile, Sioux Falls Lincoln to Brandon Valley, Jefferson at Brookings. It'll be Roosevelt at Watertown and Washington at O'Gorman. Then Harrisburg and Yankton head out west to play Rapid City Central and Stevens, while Sturgis will go to Hot Springs. That's the schedule through Friday. Governors also will be home next Tuesday. So tonight, Friday night, and Tuesday night, a 3-game homestand as the Governors will battle Brookings 1 week from tonight. Teacher Appreciation Night continues, as will continue as well. Take a look at the girls' side of things. Let's get in a 2-minute timeout, shall we? Back with more of our Potsdam State Farm pregame show. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering, what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Transports have been arriving and inventory is looking good. New, pre-owned, certified pre-owned, all price ranges, all makes and models. During the month of February, just to sweeten the deal, we have dinner certificates with every purchase. They can be used in most any restaurant in Pierre and Fort Pierre. See our inventory at beck-motors.com. Stop out today. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Back at Riggs High Gym, Brian Oakland here as we continue our Potsdam State Farm pregame show. Teacher appreciation festivities continue on the floor as well here at Riggs High Gym. Girls basketball, as the Pierre Governor girls continue to roll. They had an impressive win over Yankton, 59-18 on Friday night. And in that game, if you missed it, Remington Price hit a couple of three-pointers to set an all-time Pierre girls basketball record. And coming into tonight, also, Remington, the senior, is 19 points shy of 1,000 for her career, which started as a freshman at the varsity level. She could be tonight if she scores that many, or maybe if not tonight, then probably Friday night. at Bismarck could be just the 5th Pierre girls basketball player ever to score 1,000 points. The others in order are Sydney Palmer, Stephanie Pollock, and also Karen Hassick and Emily Michelson. It was Michelson whom Price passed in that 3-point record-setting effort on Friday night in the win over Yankton. Huron girls also played Friday night. If I'm not mistaken, they did go out to Spearfish, got a 58-54 win. They turned around and won at Sturgis on Saturday afternoon, 67-52. Last night, one game in AA. Harrisburg defeated T Area out of Class A in a tight one, 59-57. Tonight, with the Governors playing at the Huron Arena, David Burrell with the call on that one, as that'll start at about 7 o'clock, and it's on KGFX. Aberdeen Central playing at Mitchell. Sioux Falls, Washington at Brandon Valley tonight. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt at Brookings. Watertown hosting Sioux Falls, Jefferson. And then it's O'Gorman at Lincoln. Spearfish at Sturgis. Douglas playing at Hill City. Huron will be in action on Friday at Aberdeen. The Governors will go to Bismarck on Friday night for a game on KGFX, and then they go to Brookings as well 1 week from tonight as the girls schedule there. Right now it's Washington at number 1 at 11-2 on the season. Jefferson is 12-2. They're the 2 seed. The Governors would be number 3 if the postseason started tonight. With their 12-2 record, they would actually host Brookings if that were the case with postseason starting tonight. Huron is 9-6 in the 8 seed. They would entertain Mitchell, the 9 seed, if the postseason began tonight. Quick look at the state of basketball right there on in our pregame show, as pregame brought to you by the Potsdam State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre. Another 2-minute break, and we're back with Keys to Success coming up, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hey, DQ fans, spread the love with February's Blizzard Treat of the Month, Triple Truffle. It blends peanut butter, fudge, caramel truffles, and, of course, that world-famous DQ soft serve. You heard that right. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of the best truffles from the chocolate box. Show your love to that someone special this month with the Triple Truffle Blizzard Treat. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
All right, it's time for Keys to Success with Brianna Kuzler, the Governor head coach, back home after another tough road loss at Yankton last time out on Thursday night. But Coach, back at it. Here we go. And you get a Huron opponent that is another one of these ESD schools, the old region rivalry coming alive. So one of these games, even though you're only playing them once this year, you know pretty much what you're going to get with the Huron Tigers.
Well, they're extremely well coached, and Budenhagen has many years of experience, so we got to be ready for just about anything with them. They will be coming in here a little bit fatigued. This will be their 4th game in 5 days here, but I don't expect them to come in here with any less energy than what they would have had if they were fresh. They're going to work hard offensively and defensively. They're going to attack really hard offensively. Defensively, they'll switch everything, get you going there. So it's a little bit different than anything that we've seen thus far. So on both ends for us, we've got to make sure that we continue to have an attack mentality. But I would say that these last couple of practices that we've had since that Yankton game have really been game changers, and I'm hopeful that this means that we can start to translate some of that action and the work that these guys have been putting in practice into games.
Yeah, because once again we're talking about responding to a tough loss, something that you're kind of used to now, unfortunately. But it's just going to take, I believe, just one good game, one good turnaround. Even though you had maybe that with that Harrisburg game recently, but there's just something that I think when you turn the corner and when you reach that turning point, you're going to know it, and you're going to fly from there.
Yeah, we need to start clicking on things, and that starts tonight, getting us going for the rest of the way, because we don't slow down after this. We've got 3 big weeks here for us to put us into a good position for the SODAC 16, and we need to start putting consistency together, and that consistency we felt has been there for practice, and we've got the guys are locked in right now really hard, and so I feel like that commitment is there, and now just to see the work that they are putting in being rewarded on the court will be good tonight.
I still feel like for the most part the offensive consistency's been pretty good. Some ups and some downs, but I think game in and game out, you still got to like what you are putting out there. But you're going to need maybe Jackson Edmond tonight. He's a little banged up. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Jackson, he's a competitor, and we're all in an area right now where everybody's kind of has bumps and bruises, and I feel like by the time the tip-off is there, his adrenaline's going to be rolling, and he'll be good to go. That's just the competitor that he is. But at any point, knock on wood, somebody could go down, and we've got to have that next man up mentality all the time. And with that, it's not taking anything away from anybody else. It's just we need everybody to do their job and continue to step up and elevate the level of play around them as well. So that's something, I thought Carson had a really great game against Yankton. We need to continue to have consistency out of him night in and night out, and then having an attack mentality with us. We felt like after watching the game on last Thursday, we were settling for looks at times, and that's not something we want to be the aggressors. So we want to make sure that from the tip we're going as hard as we can, using our defense to propel our offense, but not allowing the defense to designate what we're going to do offensively. We do what we do offensively regardless of who's in front of us.
But that defense still has to keep stepping up too, and I think what it's been for me has been all about guarding the shooters. Somebody gets hot in the other team, and you've got to get out there and cover them up. What does Huron have, and who's maybe that perimeter shooter that you really have to know where they're at all the time?
I would say they're similar to Yankton, and being able to watch a recent opponent of ours, and then today's opponent as well play last night was good to see, and have that to kind of base a few things off of. But it's 32, he's going to be their motor right now, and he's going to have an attack mentality. Same with 40, they're both going to get downhill, try to create for something, and then they've got a lot of guys on the perimeter that are capable scorers. We've worked the last couple of days here on not over helping, not over collapsing, making sure that if we do win and if we do need to help, we're helping, but then we're sinking and filling into our other spots, not all 5 guys just sinking into that lane, like we had seen a little bit more at Yankton. So I'm proud of the effort that they've put in practice the last couple of days. Now it's time for us to do that in a game.
All right, keys to success against the Tigers.
That defensively, just what we had talked about there, I think that's going to be big, because we need to make sure that we're containing on ball right away. When and if that guy gets by, we're stepping up but not over helping, and then one shot, creating looks looks that we want them to be taking and fewer looks that they want to be taking, one and done, and then push the tempo. That's going to be, I think, the biggest thing is having an attack mentality, being the aggressors from the get-go.
All right, Coach. Amen. Go get it done.
Thank you.
Good luck. Brianna Kuzler, the head coach of the Pierre Governors, with coach's comments and keys to success that are brought to you in our pregame by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we hear from the veteran, Tim Buttenhagen of the Huron Tigers, as our keys to success continue. This is Governor Basketball.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazig. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I am accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
And our keys to success will continue with Tim Buttenhagen, the head coach of the Huron Tigers. And coach, one of these seasons where it's a little up and down, but I think you've had some great moments. Unfortunately, it sounds like injuries getting in the way too. Busy couple of days here for you. You had a home match with Yankton last night, and of course the Governor saw them recently. You got them last night, but they really got some offense going. It looked like. What was that game like?
Well, we played well the first quarter, turned the ball over 6 times, and it was 19-19. So we think that we should have been up 5 or 6 going into the second. Now when they go on their offensive explosion, now it's 9 or 10 point game instead of a 16-point game. And then we cut it to 13 or 12 in the third quarter, and then just never had enough to get over that hump. We just couldn't cut it and get it to 10. And then once the fourth quarter came, we just emptied the bench because we knew we had to play again tonight. We played last Friday, Saturday, so we need to take care of our bodies.
That's a good point. Yeah, talk about how busy things get, especially with these reschedules. We saw Yankton, of course, is a team that's creating a lot of offense. They were hitting their threes on Thursday night down in their place. Same thing last night for them.
Yeah, see, we tried to pay attention to Rugby and Drew, but Rugby had a triple-double. Drew was 7 for 9 from the threes. We've lost them 3 or 4 times, and we were in contact. So we had to do a lot better job of knowing the scheme, what we really want to take away from the other teams. Against good teams, you got to take away their strengths. We just didn't do that last night.
Yep. All right. So another tough opponent with Pierre tonight, of course. And, on AA, I think getting to this point where there's never an easy game. Everybody's really kind of bunching up, maybe save for Jefferson and Lincoln, who are asserting themselves. But it's anybody's ball game any night, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You just got to hit shots. Yep. You can hit some shots, and the other team misses some, and you can get a little lead. Then they kind of press a little bit, and then you got a chance. So it's all about hitting shots, getting stops at the right time, and then trying to take away the other team's strengths if you can.
How are you matching up with the Governors here? I know without Blake Elwine in there, he's been kind of a big deal for you coming on strong. But what's it look like now?
Well, obviously we need to take care of Keenholz, so we got to make sure we know where he's at all times. We're gonna have to bang in the inside because we know they're big and they're athletic. So we know we got to do that. But then you sprinkle shooters in, then it gets a little bit tougher. So we're gonna have to single up in the inside, try to make every shot a tough shot in the inside, box out, rebound, and kick, and then try to run and get an easy one at the other end. That's what we're gonna have to try to do. And then we got to shoot with no fear. I mean, if ball goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, we're going to get beat anyway. So we're going to have to shoot with no fear tonight.
I imagine you look at this team, seeing how they've been struggling in close games, probably thinking if you can keep this game close, it's a good chance you might come out in the end.
Well, if we can get to halftime and we're still in the game, that would be, that would be beneficial. But that they got offensive weapons and they can explode at any time. So we just need, like you said, we just need to stay in contact until the fourth quarter and then give ourselves a chance to win.
All right, Coach. Keys to success to come out on top for you.
Well, one, we're going to have to hit shots. I mean, that's what it comes down to. We're going to have to hit shots, and then we're going to have to get some stops at the other end. We're going to have to try to take away Keno's as much as we can. We know he's averaging about 16, 17 points a game. That's a big part of their offense. We got to score 60. We got to keep them under 60.
All right, Coach. Always a pleasure. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Tim Buddenhagen, the old ball coach, back coaching the boys for Huron Tiger basketball. The coach and his comments brought to you by the folks at Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Pregame clock is winding down. We'll head into starting lineups in our next segment, but let's leave this one by giving you tonight's game officials. They are one of our starting lineups, but this lineup is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, their Division of Consumer Protection. They are the law on the court. Tonight's game officials from the Aberdeen area, Scott Whitlock, Eric Donat, Lucas Pearson are here to officiate tonight. Thanks to them for doing what is oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports. Scott Whitlock, Eric Donat, Lucas Pearson are law on the court from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. We're back in 2 minutes for the starting lineups. This is Governor Basketball.
With all the snow and cold temperatures, it's that time of year when people want to plan a trip somewhere warm and sunny. Do your research and purchase from known companies. Your version of luxury accommodations and close to the beach can be completely different than their version. Know exactly what you're to get from your purchase and who to reach out to if issues arise. And make sure that you get everything in writing. If you should have issues with your travel package, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 or visit their website, consumer.sd.gov, for more information.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Drive sober or get pulled over.
EnviroCheck makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, EnviroCheck has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call EnviroCheck at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at EnviroCheckWaste.com. Use their mobile app Waste Connect, check their website, or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. EnviroCheck has you covered.
Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. Hearing from EnviroTech, we give you tonight's EnviroTech starting lineups, and the Governors are in full swing here tonight with their starting five. The guards are Brecken Kruger, the 6'1 senior, Jacob Mayer at 5'11 and a senior, and Lincoln Keenholz at 18 points and 6 rebounds per game, the 6'3 senior for the Governors. Ben Heisler, the 6'3 senior, at a forward spot, averaging a dozen points a game. Jackson Edmond with 11 points and almost 9 rebounds a game as well. 6'7", the power forward to play in the middle for the Governors. Edmond is a little bit banged up. He's got a shoulder injury, also a bit of a knee bruise that is going to hinder him a little bit tonight. But like Coach Brianna Kusler said, get the adrenaline flowing. He should be good to go. Kruger, Keenholz, Mayer with Heisler and Edmond, the starting five of the Governors. Brianna Kusler assisted by Skip Kurth, Brevin Kaiser, Latrell LaRush, and Kim Byerly. The EnviroTech starters for the Huron Tigers Tigers begin with Dylan Lichty, a 5'10" senior guard. Mason Davis is a 6'4" senior. C.J. Gainey, a 5'11" junior in the backcourt as well. And a fourth guard, Rylan Zaveski, a 6'3" senior, has been red hot. He scored 30 against Yankton last night, 26 in both Friday and Saturday games against Spearfish and Sturgis. Watch for Zaveski. He's the 32 that Brianna Kuzler alluded to. Dawson Rogers is a 6'4" senior in the middle as well for the Tigers. Lichty, Davis, Gainey, Zaveski, and Rogers, the starters for the 6-9 Huron Tigers, and their head coach Tim Buttonhagen, assisted by Jim Noyes, Spencer Stolley, and Bryce Anderson. Those are your Envirotech starting lineups. We tip it off in 30 seconds with the Comtech opening tip next. Governors and Tigers on River 92.7.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Here we go, the Comtech opening tip, and Huron didn't even try it. It is a Ben Heisler easy victory on that. In fact, he tipped it so hard to the Governor bench, it had to be saved from going out of bounds by Lincoln Keenholz. Here come the Governors, Jackson Edmond feeding. Keenholz underneath, but Heisler off of the miss of the reverse has an offensive rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line, fouled in the act of shooting on the way back. And here we are at Riggs High Gym. Good to have you aboard. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Heather Williams in studio. Jordan Lutmer on live ticket video streaming camera, as well as Ben Heisler, who is the leading offensive rebounder of this team, has his first one up and in. Actually, he and Jackson Edmond both with 34 offensive boards on the season. 2 for 2 for Heisler. They've wiped away who had the foul on that for Huron, but they've got one team foul. The Governors will press early. As you watch this one in a full court view on drgnews.com, you'll see the Governors in home white with the green numbers in trim heading left to right. Huron in a right to left fashion in road black with the orange numbers and white trim, as they'll lose it out of bounds. Passing down to the baseline, first turnover for Huron on their first possession. Coach Buttonhagen said with Yankton last night, they played pretty well. And had several turnovers. Could have been a lot better off. Here's Kruger across the timeline. Edmond going to go the distance, but as he thought he may have a gem, he had to pull it down. It is rebounded by the Tigers. Now they'll move it up ahead. Zaveski with a shot altered by Lincoln Keenholz. Misses on the layup. And Heisler rebounds. The Governors looking to add to a 2-0 lead again. Here's Mayer for 3, and it's good. Handed off by Keenholz, Jacob Mayer. Always good to have him getting his first shot down. The Governors lead 5-0. Both teams pressing in the full court. Zaveski will get it to Dawson Rogers. Now they'll move it across the timeline all the way down to Mason Davis. Pass through the hands of Zaveski. Keenholz had it, but then a good job by Davis to come back and take it back. Teams trade turnovers. Here's Rogers backing in against Edmond. Shot up a little bit short. And the rebound down to Jacob Mayer. Across the timeline, but he'll wait for everybody else to catch up. Now to Kruger, to Mayer again. High post with it, Edmond. Backside. Heisler, reverse is good. Waited patiently for Mason Davis to fly by. 4 points early here for Ben Heisler. The Governors are out to a 7-0 lead. Tigers will speed it across. Zaveski is induced into a travel. Keenholz tried to get a punch steal from away. And I think in collecting the basketball, dragging of the feet on Zaveski, and the Governors will take it away again. Here comes Kruger from Mayer. Heisler backed away out of the outside of the arc, but here comes Edmond down the lane instead, and Jackson will drive and score. Floater up and good. The Governors are looking good like they did the last time they played at home, which was a win last Saturday over the Harrisburg Tigers. They lead 9-0, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 30-second break with 5:48 to play. Timeouts brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. This is Governor
Rosenberg implement. Someone that has a passion for success. Hi, I'm Sean. Rosenberg Implement is your parts headquarters, and they're going to save you money this week with 8% off on chain oiler kits for round balers. Let Rosenberg help you with the parts you need to keep your baler ready to go. Again, this week only, save 8% on chain oiler kits for round balers. That's at Rosenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product. They have located.
What if we said a bank isn't a place?
Governors looking good so far, and that is, again, like Coach Brianna Kuzler talked about, keys to success going to be getting back and continuing with that defense, turning into offense mentality. Governors keeping the Tigers in some trouble. Here's a steal as they got it across, but a save from going out of bounds into the hands of Jackson Edmond, who drives, penetrates, feeds. Jacob Mayer will lay it up and in. 11-0 Govs. Tigers across this time. Here's C.J. Gainey on the top of the key. Mayer going after a steal, but he'll reach in and get that one loose, but a foul called here on Jacob Mayer. First for the Govs. That girls' game going to be delayed into start. David Burrell telling me through text that the C game, the freshman game, is actually in its second overtime at the Huron Arena. So the girls' game will have a little bit of a later start on KGFX. Checking in for substitution is Gavin Moding, a 5'9" senior guard. He's got a face guard that he's wearing. He's one of two broken noses that Coach Tim Buttenhagen said he's got on this team. Zaveski inside, then outside. Shot up for three is no good. Keenholz had it and stepped on the end line, apparently. Off of the miss for Mason Davis. And it'll remain with Huron with subs coming in. Here comes Carson Aharts. Moding's having some problems with his face mask, it looks like. So C.J. Gainey going to have to come right back in for the Tigers. And Moding may have taken a shot to the face, and that sore knows that he's got already. The inbound to Mason Davis. Now Rylan Zaveski with Lincoln Keenholz on him defensively. Zaveski will drive and challenge. Keenholz blocks it, and Heisler going for a loose basketball, but he'll knock it away out of bounds. So Keenholz will get into the block party first off here for the Govs, who lead 11-0. 4:51 to play. Tigers will inbound, though, off the left side of the key from underneath. Loose basketball. That was finally picked up by Davis. I thought that'd be a backcourt violation, but now a held ball with Heisler getting in there too. And it'll stay with Huron. Yeah, the inbound came from underneath. It went through the hand of Mason Davis. He collected it into the backcourt, but no control before that. Gainey will take the inbound. Here come the Tigers again, right to left. Quick fire three, outside good, and the Tigers are on the board. That's Dylan Lichty, 5'10" senior, putting Huron on the board first off with their first three-pointer of the night. Their fifth shot opportunity overall. Carson Aharts, the 6'6" senior, is in for Pierre. He will drive and feed out to Kruger. Now Mayer to the high post, right side, shot up and good. Lincoln Keenholz on the fadeaway. His second effort is up and good. Second attempt, we should say. 13-3, back to a 10-point advantage for the Governors. Zaveski slow to get it across. Keenholz will take it away. He is fouled by Dawson Rogers, who negates the layup. Good job defensively there to keep easy points off the board. Keenholz will go to the free throw line. Rogers with his first personal, team foul number 2. We'll see what Keenholz has from the free throw stripe. It has been a struggle of late. He'll eye it. And the first one off the front of the rim, but it'll crawl across. Keenholz with his first one down. Jacob Mayer out. Cade Kaiser will check in for the first time tonight. I mentioned Carson Aharts is in there for Jackson Edmond for now. And Edmond battling a sore collarbone that's got a deep bruise, not the one he broke in football season. And also when he locked knees with a Yankton player on Thursday night, a bruise to one of the knees as well. Keenholz swishes the second free throw. The Governors lead by 12 early, 15-3. We're past the halfway point of quarter number 1. Talented 8th grader Anderson Porish is in as the Tigers break the press, and they feed to Lichty, who drives on the left side and lays it up and in. 15-5. Portish, by the way, had a great sophomore game, which Huron won by 20 points. The Governors won the JV game easily. Here's Carson Ahart's left side. He calls bank, and it's in. Kisses off the glass. Good for 3. 18-5. The lead grows again. Across the timeline, here comes Portish, and this one no good as Carson Ahart's got into his grill. Caught on the fly by Heisler. Kruger out to Ahart's, but he stutter steps. He'll travel with it. Just the second turnover for the Govs so far. 3:06 to play in the first. Christian Bush will come on for the first time tonight. And Heisler checking out. Dawson Rogers, the starting player in the middle for the Tigers, coming back in as Mason Davis gets his first break. Governors in that 1-2-2 full court press. Tigers will break that. Lichty on the move against Kruger, forces one up. A little too strong. Long arm rebound by Carson Ahart's. As that one comes off the glass. Ahart's across. Leaves it with Kruger. Top of the key. Back to the far side. Posting up his Keenholz off the left block. He'll give it to Bush from the left elbow. A little too strong for Christian here. Rebound down to the Tigers. Heading the other direction. Shot up here for Portish, no good. Bush will collect the rebound. Then with 2:25 to play, the Govs leading in a good first period. Bush had that one knocked away. Loose basketball picked up by Kaiser. He'll kick it out to Kruger for 3. Rims in and out, no good. Bush working hard on the offensive glass. Put back, no good. Now C.J. Gainey comes up with the loose basketball. Tough breaks there for the Governors. A couple of good looks, but they wouldn't fall this time. Portish wants another 3. This one's off the glass, and it's good. Well, if Ahart's hits one, then the 8th grader Anderson Portish is all right to hit one as well. He hits his first one, and it's 18-8. The Governors back to a 10-point lead as the Tigers trying to keep pace somehow, some way. Keenholz in the paint. Kicks it out to Bush. 15-footer left side this time no good as that one goes across. Bush 0 for 3 early on. Penetration to Zaveski. Outside it is Dawson Rogers for 3. It's good. The Tigers back within 7 here. It was 13 a moment ago at 18-5. Now it's 18-11 with $1:20 to play in the first period. Kruger will try for the answer. That's well short. Ahart's with it underneath. Had to save it. Now loose ball in the lane, and Portish picks it up on his back. Tries to get it to a teammate, and he does. So the Governors not getting what they needed there. Loose basketball up ahead, but Ahart's can't save it, and it'll be Huron basketball. That one got to be a little more of the playground style for a while. Bush and Kruger will check out in the play stoppage here. Mayer and Edmond back on for the Govs. 63 seconds to play in the first. 18-11. Tigers with back-to-back threes looking for more. Zaveski fakes. He hasn't scored yet. He scored 30 last night against the Yankton Bucks. It's Portish on the drive, and the left-hander is up and good. Anderson Portish with 5 points off the bench. That's the difference now. Here's Edmond in the lane. Can't get one off the glass, and he ends up on the deck. Might have been contact. Tigers with a rebound. 3 for Zaveski is good. And now the Tigers are right back in it within 2. Rylan Zaveski hits his first shot of the night. Tigers have scored 11 in a row. The Governors scored the first 11 points of this game. Have led by as many as 13. Now the Tiger defense hounding the Govs. And Keenholz will play for the last shot. Shot clock is off. Govs could really use a basket here to try to get some momentum going. Keenholz for 3 is blocked. Edmond battling for a loose ball. We'll have a tie-up. The Govs will keep it. They still have time with 3.5 seconds to play. Keenholz will check out. They'll get Luke Olson in, the 5'8 sophomore. On for the first time tonight. Luke's been battling some sickness, and good to have him back on the floor here for the Govs. Mayer to inbound, gets it to Edmond. He'll hand off. Mayer going to drive. He'll fire from 3-point range. range, and he hits it. Mayer stepped back. He bounced off of C.J. Gainey, and Jacob Mayer hits a big shot to close out the first quarter of play on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Govs will lead by 5. It's 21-16 over the Huron Tigers, and the scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We'll take 60 seconds, go to quarter number 2. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and drgnews.com.
Riggs High Gym in quarter number 2. We welcome you. Pierre Governor Basketball brought to you in part by some of your Pierre Sports marketing partners who include All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, in Pierre, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Capital City Campus, Iceberg Funeral Home, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, and us, James River Broadcasting and DRG Media Group. A drive for the Tigers, who have the first possession, and Dylan Lichty will score on a left side layup. Huron fought from 13 points down to pull it back within 2. Jacob Mayer hit the 3 to make it 21-16. Now 21-18. Here's Edmond in the half circle, faking, finds Olsen underneath among the trees. Had to get rid of it out to Heisler. He'll spin on the block, off the glass, shot a little too tall, no good. And the rebound is down to Rylan Zaveski. A rare miss in the paint on the block for Ben Heisler. Here is Dawson Rogers, but he picks it up. He'll travel with it. Huron will turn it away for the 5th time. Just underway in the second period. Once again, no scoring yet in that girls' game. They haven't quite started. That's the C game. They're playing a freshman-sophomore C game in the middle time slot of the Huron Arena. And that went to double overtime. Edmond tries over Rogers, but it's up no good. Short. Zaveski with another rebound. Seeing a lot of physicality inside. And seems like anytime Jackson Edmonds in among the mix, it is a lot of physicality. Edmond rebounds, but he'll carry the basketball, trying to win the race down the floor. That came off of a miss of a layup by Colton McNeil, a 5'10 sophomore who checked in to start the second quarter for Huron. So the Governors will turn it back over for the 3rd time. They'll press again. 1-2-2, 6.5 minutes to play. Second quarter. And could have been a travel by McNeil as he received a pass. But here's Zaveski underneath. Shot up, no good. Too strong. Heisler altered it. Edmond will rebound. Governors dodge a bullet here. Now it's Cade Kaiser from the corner. 3 short on that one. Caught by Rogers underneath. Governors got to get into an offensive rhythm again. Lichty, meanwhile, will fire a 3. That's off the mark. No good. Loose ball gets away. Kaiser will pick it up. Dylan Lichty hit his first 3 of the night, but couldn't get that one there. 2 minutes into the second quarter, just a 2-0 edge for the Tigers in the quarter. As Luke Olson says, let's reset. He'll take it back out to center court. Governors out there starting the quarter without Lincoln Keenholz getting a break. Mayer inside. Edmond can't get it to go, but he'll take a push and go to the free throw line instead. Good ball movement on the cut, and it's Rylan Zaveski picking up the foul. That is his first, Huron's 3rd in this first half of play. Lichty had the first foul that we didn't write in. Edmond hits the first free throw. Keenholz and Kruger check back in. Olsen and Kaiser are out, and the Governors have their starting 5 back in there with 5:41 to go in the second quarter. Second one coming for Jackson Edmond is good from the line. He has 4. The Governors have hit 6 out of 6 from the stripe to start this one. and they lead 23-18. Kruger goes after a steal. Didn't get it. Lichty up ahead. Now it's Zaveski to Anderson. Porish back in there. And back to Zaveski, who pivots, loses the dribble. Porish had it, and he drives, but it's off the mark, no good. Mayer tries to win the race, and he will do just that. Jacob Mayer with a coast-to-coast layup, and the Governors up the lead to 7 here. Rogers now finds Zaveski. Fakes, got Edmond in the air. He'll drive, come up short, though, and once again, Ben Heisler giving these layup attempts of the Tigers something extra to think about. 3 for Mayer, short. Edmond rebound, and the right-handers back up and good. Another second chance basket here for Jackson Edmond and the Governors, now with 6 in a row. And they lead 27-18. Zaveski's open for 3. That rims in and out, no good. Heisler rebounds. Zaveski struggling tonight. Ooh, and an offensive foul here. As Jacob Mayer tried to sidestep around a defender, he ran right into Rylan Zaveski. Mayer will pick up his second personal. As the Governors try to play fast-paced, but this time a little bit out of control. Wasn't so sure he didn't get tripped up, but he tripped. If that was the case, he fell right into Rylan Zaveski, who did have good position in the paint. 4.5 to go. We're in the second quarter. Govs lead by 9. Tigers will break press. Zaveski keeps the dribble alive, won't challenge Keenholz. He'll find Porish instead. He'll get it out to Rogers. Now underneath Gainey. Outside, Zaveski this time is open, and he's got it. Good patient possession by the Tigers, and in particular, Rylan Zaveski, who makes it a 6-point game again, 27-21. Kruger inside to Heisler, and that one's knocked away by Zaveski. He thought, and to be honest, I thought that one might have gone off the thigh or the knee of Ben Heisler, but the Governors will keep it, and they'll inbound. Carson Ahart's checked in for Jackson Edmond a short time ago. He'll take the inbound near the Tiger bench. Bring it out top. Now Lincoln Keenholz. Keenholz, pump fake, and he tries to feed underneath, but thinking Jacob Mayer would keep cutting along the baseline. That wasn't the case. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's Tiger basketball. Halfway through our second quarter, Tigers will get it across the timeline to Anderson Porish up the near side. Now Lichty to Gainey through Dawson Rogers, and C.J. Gainey hits a 3. And the Governors will take a timeout here as Huron not going away. Every time the Govs have had a lead, the Tigers have come right back. They're within 3 again, 27-24. Timeout on the floor with 3:39 to play in the first half. Sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. And we're back in 30. This is Governor Basketball. It just seems like we've seen this too many times. Governor opponents who just start lighting it up from outside. Have some conversations with other people talking basketball, and it's a pretty good reminder. These are double-A shooters, and there's a lot of good ones for both teams. Here's Lincoln Keenholz as we welcome you back to Riggs High Gym. On the move, Brecken Kruger, who will drive, trying to get one to go. Tips it, and then a second effort. Yes, he'll lose it out of bounds. Brecken Kruger a little frustrated so far. Be Huron basketball. If they hit another 3, they'll tie this one after the Govs led by as many as 13 points in the first quarter. Mayer going for a steal in the backcourt, and as Lichty picks up the loose basketball, he falls down with it and is called for a travel. So a good job by Jacob Mayer. Jacob had to back off to prevent picking up his third personal foul as well. So now Mayer will inbound off the right side of the key. Finds Keenholz up top. He'll step back, fire a 3, but this is off the back of the rim and down to Rylan Zaveski for the rebound. Zaveski up ahead. Porish fakes and drives. Nice move. It's up and good. Well, I tell you what, Anderson Porish, a 6'3", 8th grader. You know, Huron also has Blake Elwine, a 6'6" freshman who is out due to a toe injury. These guys are going to be good. There's Heisler inside. He just floated on up over pursuit. Slamma-jamma for the Governors. They lead back again by 3, 29-26. Kenols will tip a backcourt pass out of bounds. Team leading 12th slam dunk on the season for Ben Heisler. Lincoln Kenols has 10, Jackson Edmond with 9 after they each got one in Yankton on Thursday night. Here's Lichty, too much on this 3-ball. Heisler rebounds, catches on the fly on the backside. Kenols penetrates out to Aharts. He wants 3. That's in and out. No good. Heisler battling for a rebound. 3 tips, but it's Zaveski who comes in to take it away. 29-26. Zaveski on the move, and he will walk, trying to back his way in on a good pivot move, but too good against Lincoln Kenols. And now 4 traveling violations, 3 in a row for turnovers for the Tigers here in the second period. 2:05 to play as the Tigers trying to keep pace with the Governors trying to hold them off. That's what they're going to have to do here in this one. Christian Bush coming back in. Kenols out to Kruger. Spot up 3. That'll go across, though. No good. Kruger just hasn't found the spot just yet. On the move of the Tigers. Gainey to tie it. It's in and out. No good from the corner. Kruger rebounds here. Gainey hit his last one a short time ago. Kenols crosses over. Hang time, and it's good. Pretty drive for Lincoln Kenols. Lincoln with 6 so far. It's 31-26. That looked like a play where Lincoln said to himself, you know what? I got to start taking this game over. We'll see if that continues. Porish misses from 14 on the left elbow. Rebound tipped, and it's to Luke Olson here, back in off the bench. Luke left to right across the timeline, leaves it with Kenols. Back iron's no good. Olson with the long rebound. He'll try it out to Kruger this time. Brecken short again. Olson going after another offensive rebound. He has it. Kruger one more time. Can't get it still. My goodness, Brecken Kruger snake bitten so far. Zaveski down with the rebound. Still a 5-point Pierre lead. Under a minute to play. Gainey drives around Mayer and will lay it up and in on the right side with the left hand. Good drive there for C.J. Gainey, a 5'11", good athlete. He's a junior. 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. How about Kenols this time? That's too strong. And the Governors here in the second period really struggling from downtown. Bush working against Mason Davis, but Davis the last to touch. Pierre will still have it, and they say that one didn't draw irons, so the shot clock is still on. 24 seconds on that. 34 seconds to play in the first half. Bush takes the inbound, finds Kenols. He'll find Kruger. Kruger fakes the 3, penetrates. Now it's Olson from the right elbow, and the shooter's touch is up and good. Good unselfish play for Brecken Kruger. Here by 5, 33-28, 15 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Huron will play for the last shot. Kenols faces up on Zaveski. Zaveski tries to back his way in. Leans in. Kenols blocks it. It's out of bounds. And Lincoln says, no, that went off his arm. But it stays with the Tigers here. Lincoln with his second block on the night. 3 seconds to play for the Tigers. They inbound off the left side of the key. Kenols steals it. 3, 2, 1. He gets hacked. He'll go to the free throw line. Zaveski denied a flying gem by Lincoln Kenols. But he will send Kenols to the free throw line. Rylan Zaveski with his second personal foul. Kenols will have an empty lane. Well, no, he won't. They're going to ask a couple of Tigers to line the lane. They put 0.2 of a second back on the clock here in the second period. So Kenols to shoot a pair. First one, short, off the front of the rim. 0.2 of a second to go. 33-28. Governors just hoping for a 6-point halftime lead. Second one for Link is rimming in and out and back in again. And the Governors will lead by 6 as we go to halftime. Nice bounce there. Dylan Lichty throws the length of the court off the backboard, and then it hits the Pierre Governor P sign up behind the basketball structure, but it wouldn't have counted. Scoreboard, sponsored by Gale's Gas Service in Pierre. We pause for 3 minutes, and we're into our wealth partners, Ameriprise Financial halftime break. Next, you're listening to Governor Basketball.
The Corner Station convenience
has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of
Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big...
The Field House in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Field House in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Dan O's Marine in Fort Pierre is now selling Vexus and Alumacraft boats and Manitou pontoons. Dan O's is the only Vexus dealer in South Dakota. Come in and see our new selection of Vexus boats for your fun on the water. They still service Yamaha and Mercury motors. We can also supply your rigging needs from Minn Kota and Ghost trolling motors, or Hummingbird, Lowrance, and Garmin depth finders. We also carry tubes, skis, and ski ropes, and can even order knee boards. Stop in today or give us a call at 605-224-6612.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities. Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jonkak with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Well, partners, halftime continues. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. 34-28 Governors. Once again, the Governor girls are just getting started at the Huron Arena. That game with David Burrow is on KGFX. Upcoming action as the Govs are 3 in a row at home. Boys basketball, the Governor girls are 3 in a row on the road starting tonight. Tigers are the opposition tonight. It is the Bismarck Demons on Friday. The Governor's Cup battle comes to Riggs High Gym for the boys on Friday, and that'll be here on River 92.7. Governor boys are hosting Brookings on Tuesday night next week as well, before going to Mitchell on Thursday. And then the Governor girls at Bismarck on Friday, at Brookings on Tuesday, before they host Mitchell on Friday of next week. And the Bismarck and Brookings games for the girls will be on KGFX, and then the Mitchell game on Friday will be by itself, and that'll be here on River 92.7. Governor wrestlers are hosting Aberdeen Central after both boys and girls winning the Yankton Invitational over the weekend. They will host Aberdeen Central in a final duel to wrap up their ESD season, wrap up the regular season for the boys, while the Governor girls will go to a Harrisburg Invitational on Saturday. Governor boys will get ready for Region 3A competition at Mission at Todd County High School next Saturday, February 18th. Coverage of that will be on with reports on KGFX throughout that particular Saturday. And good luck to the Governor gymnastics squad as they go to Aberdeen this weekend for competition on Friday and Saturday at the Barnett Center at Northern State U. The send-off for the Governor girls will be at 8:45 on Thursday morning for those who would like to send them off. Hockey's got some action this weekend, too. We'll talk about that in the postgame. But here we go to the second half of the Governors on the opening possession. The opening throw-in, like the opening tip, sponsored by Comtech, Communication and Electronics Sales and Services in Pierre. Huron with a knockaway of a pass destined to the inside. But they will try a three on the other end. No good. Jackson Edmond rebounds, goes the distance, will pick up a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Actually going to, thinking back, add one assist to Jacob Mayer unofficially. He had a pass to Keenels that led to a couple of free throws earlier. Anyway, we're back at it. Edmond first of two free throws here. Davis, by the way, picking up his first personal foul. And Jackson off the back of the rim on the first one. No good. 34-28. Governors looking for one more here, and they've got that. Jackson Edmond with his 7th point. So we're off and running here in the second half. Governors in home white heading right to left. Huron in road black with the orange numbers. Now with it in a left to right direction of travel. Dawson Rogers, 6'4" senior in, drives to the lane, and Heisler will tie him up. Huron will keep it on the possession, though, as the Governors had the opening possession to start the period. Dylan Lichty, C.J. Gainey, Rylan Zaveski, Mason Davis, Dawson Rogers, the starting five out there. The Governors counter with Jacob Mayer, Lincoln Keenholz, Brecken Kruger, Jackson Edmond, and Ben Heisler. Here's a three for Zaveski from the left side in front of the Tiger bench. That's no good. Edmond will get the backside rebound. Governors will get it up. Jackson Edmond still with it. Spins and leans, and it's up and good. Yeah, he's feeling all right. Jackson Edmond with all three to start the second half for the Governors. They lead by 9, 37-28. Fake and a drive. Keenholz tries to sell a charge, and he gets it. Not necessarily a sell, but a leaning in layup attempt for Dawson Rogers. Keenholz had the position. Honestly, I say sell it because it didn't seem like the whistle came right away. But Dawson Rogers called for his second personal. That's an offensive foul, and a turnover for the Tigers here early in the second half. Keenholz did stand his ground. Here comes Lincoln on the drive. Put it down with two hands. Not a thunderous jam, but we'll call it a jam anyway. Slam Central Station back here at Riggs High Gym. Three for Davis, no good. In and out. Edmond with another rebound. On the move, he'll pick it up. Now find Keenholz. Near side to far. Here's Kruger. Back to Heisler. Benjamin on the drive. He'll run into C.J. Gainey, who picks his pocket clean. Gainey heading the other way. Waits, finds Zaveski. Keeps his foot down somehow. Now Gainey on the runner from the left baseline. It's no good. Edmond had a rebound. It's knocked away. Now it comes to Kruger. The Governors have the numbers. Two Tigers fell down, but Pierre's going to slow it up and settle things down. Here's Kruger, though. 4-3. Right side. Still can't get one to go. Then the rebound down to the Tigers and Dawson Rogers. Lichty for three in the corner. That one rims halfway down and comes back out. Keenholz with the rebound. And suddenly the Tigers are a little snake bitten from long range here in the third after hitting 6 of 13 in the first. 39-28. Govs by 11. Here's Edmond from Kruger in the half circle. He'll fake, fire, hit. Jackson Edmond feeling it a bit here to start the third period, and the Governors have matched their biggest lead of the night. It's 41-28. We've got 5:10 to play in the third quarter. 30-second Coca-Cola timeout. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Back at Riggs High, where Governors basketball is brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports marketing partners, including Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Comtech, Delta Dental, First Dakota National Bank, Midco, Floss Dentistry, and Maher Law Office in Pierre. Here with the first 7 points of the second half, and they lead 41-28, again matching their biggest lead of the night with 5 minutes to play. In the third period, Rylan Zaveski will take a bouncer from Rogers. He'll find Anderson Porish, the talented 8th grader, back in there, driving. Zaveski from short range on the left side, though, comes up short. Jacob Mayer with the rebound. Feeds on the start to Edmond, who gets Rogers in the air, drives a bit, now finds Heisler. Back to Edmond, back to Kruger on the right side, and it's up and good. Brecken Kruger on the board for the first time tonight. Governor girls are done with one quarter. They lead in Huron 12-7. Lichty with a quick fire three. It's no good, and Edmond is there for another rebound. This third quarter has been dominated by Jackson Edmond on both ends of the floor. Here's Kruger backing off. He'll get it inside to Heisler against Porish. It's up and good. The Governor offense is picking things up. They lead by 17, 45-28. First 11 points were scored by the Govs in the first half. The first 11 points of the second half have been scored by the Govs. Porish misses from long range. Mayer rebounds up ahead with Edmond. He'll stop and hand it back on the pass, and it's good. Lincoln Keenholz for three. Lincoln now with a dozen points, 48-28. The Governor offense has turned into a juggernaut here. Zaveski loses it as Edmond gets a hand in there. Taken away by Kruger. Here is Heisler. Now Keenholz up on the top of the key. Kruger open in the corner. There it is. Brecken Kruger couldn't buy a bucket in the first half. Has 5 points in a row, and the Governors lead 51-28. A timeout called by the Tigers and another Coca-Cola break in the action. Much needed for Huron. We'll take 60 seconds this time, and we're back with more. By the way, this, if you're wondering, is Pierre Governor basketball.
Competitive pay, check.
Back at Riggs High once again out of that timeout with the Governor Sports sponsors, also including Olinger Law Firm, the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, the Pierre Dental Clinic, and Pitts Design and Build. And Anderson Porish three out of the break. Governors mishandling the rebound out of bounds. It's still Huron basketball. Dylan Lichty to inbound. 17-0 the run to start the second half for the Pierre Governors. Christian Bush checking in. Dawson Rogers in the lane. He'll bounce it back out. Mason Davis hits a three. And again, the Tigers are off the schneid. They hit a 3 in the first quarter to break an 11-0 run that the Governors used to start. Here's Carson Ahart's also in there. Loose basketball, but he picks it up. Keenholz will look to drive, create some space, but the shot in the middle of the lane is up no good. Rogers has the rebound for the Tigers. Up ahead, left to right. Lichty puts it on the floor, now leaves it with Davis in the corner. Mason Davis, quarterback of the football team, to Dawson Rogers, who hits a 3. Back-to-back triples for the Tigers. And again, a reminder that nobody in Double-A is a sure thing for anybody. We talked about that with Coach Tim Budenhagen of the Tigers in the pregame. Cade Kaiser in there as well as Aharts and Bush, 3 bench players out of that timeout. 2 minutes to play. Third quarter, Kruger to Kaiser. Inside the arc, 18-footer is too strong. And it's brought down again by Dawson Rogers. 3 rebounds here in the third. Gainey saves, back to Lichty. Quick fire, Davis for 3. Rims in and out, no good. Kruger will rebound. Davis almost hit the 3rd in a row for the Tigers, who are back within 17. 51-34. This is Kruger stepping back from the free throw line. No good. Aharts will run down the rebound, though. The Governors will have another 35. Keenholz will reset top of the key. Gainey facing him up. Lincoln will back it off. Now between the legs, fakes and drives and stays back. Now again, open. Ooh, on the line, no good. Bush off balance, tried to put an effort back up. No good after a rebound, but no good, and the Tigers have it. Here comes Rogers driving against Keenholz, and he'll lay this one up and in. The Tigers playing better offensively, back within 15 now. 50 seconds. We're in the final minute of quarter number 3. Keenholz will bounce one to Bush. Turns around, faces up on Rogers. Back to Keenholz on the top of the key. Aharts will drive. Now Bush again. Hands it off to Kruger. 15 on the shot clock. 20 more seconds than that on the game clock. Quick first step, Kaiser, but it's closed off. Back to Aharts for 3. Short. Gainey with the rebound. Huron can play for the last shot if they choose. Rogers stops at the top of the key. They'll reset with Mason Davis. Now 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Governors have played outstanding in this quarter, but Huron has shown some life still. Davis for 3 is good from C.J. Gainey. 3 seconds for the Govs. Aharts to Kaiser. Too tall for Bush, but the quarter comes to an end. And another 3 for Mason Davis and the Tigers, and they're still in this one. Back within 12. It's 51-39 our score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. A 60-second break in quarter number 4 coming up next. This one's not over yet at Riggs High Gym and on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Back at Riggs High Gym, we welcome you as the Governors, with the first possession, they get a Ben Heisler dish inside to Jackson Edmond, who sat for the last few minutes of that third quarter, and the Tigers, in turn, ran off the last 11 points of the quarter. They were down by 20, pulled back within, or down by 23, pulled back within 12. Now Mason Davis stays hot. as he hits another three from the corner. 53-42, the lead for the Govs is 11. Keenholz inside to Heisler. He'll get it across. Edmond up, it's good, and a foul. He'll come down hard to the floor, but Jackson Edmond continues to shine here in the second half. Dawson Rogers picking up his third personal. Edmond came in there with a head of steam. He'll try to finish off the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Free throw is up and good. Edmond 4 of 5 on the line in the second half. Jackson with 10 points, and he leads the Govs now with 16 overall. Davis wants another one. 4 out of 5 out of his last 5. Davis scores another 3. Back to 11, 56-45. Edmond fakes, drives, right-hander is good on the layup, and Davis fouls. Jackson Edmond is the guy who has decided to take his team along for the ride on his shoulders. Davis's second personal. Edmond with his second straight three-point play, good. 59-45, now 19 for the future Black Hills State Yellow Jacket. C.J. Gainey across the timeline to Dawson Rogers. Mayer comes up with a steal on the behind-the-back dribble. Jacob, oh my goodness! It was Mayer wanted to leave one for Keenholz, but a slam dunk missed, and it turns into a basket for Rylan Zaveski. Lincoln Keenholz almost brought down the hammer, but it turns into a basket for the Tigers. That's not quite what the Governors had in mind, but Jacob Mayer wanted that one for Keenholz. I think Mayer just threw it a little too high and strong off the glass. Now Jacob loses the dribble, picked up by Dawson Rogers. Zaveski for 3, blocked by Kruger. He saves it into the hands of eventually Jackson Edmond. Now Keenholz, there's the jam. The Governors can cheer after all. 61-47. The Governors lead by 14. Zaveski will try another 3. That one's halfway down and back out, and Kruger will inbound, or rather rebound again. Brecken to Mayer. Now Edmond at the high post. Back to Mayer. Give and go. He'll be pushed and fouled and go to the free throw line. Mason Davis a step too late. Jacob Mayer with that breakaway layup. Knew he had Lincoln Keenholz in his rear view. I tell you what, I thought Jacob was just too strong and out of control on that layup. But as it turns out, he had a little too much adrenaline on the layup off the glass. What he was trying to do was alley-oop it back to Lincoln Keenholz, but didn't quite work out for the Govs. Mayer, meanwhile, in and out on the first of 2. He'll get another one. By the way, the foul for Huron. Third personal for Davis, but the 5th team foul for the Tigers. Mayer with a soft touch on the second one. He had a good first half with 10 points. Now with 11 in the game. 62-47. Governors lead by 15. Here is Gainey. Left wing. He gets it to Colton McNeil off the bench for the first time in the second half. Luke Olson is bodying him up. Also in there for the first time. This one, Olson for the Govs. Gainey. Right side, near side. Now to Dylan Lichty. 13 on the shot clock. Lichty, hesitation at free throw line. Got Heisler in the air. Heisler still gets back up and alters the shot. A Luke Olson rebound and a foul called on the Tigers. Luke Olson, 5'8". He's gotten in there and has now 4 rebounds. He had a couple of offensive boards in an interesting sequence back in the second quarter. Foul this time goes to C.J. Gainey, his first, but that's 6 for the Tigers. Now Edmond is blocked. As finally, I believe that was Davis who got the block. The Tigers will feed up ahead to Colton McNeil, rather. He'll lay it up and in. The Governors lead by 13. Olson takes the handoff from Mayer, now gives it off to Heisler, backing in. Keenholz mishandles it, otherwise he was going to jam it again. Here's Edmond. Backside alley-oop to Heisler! And Ben Heisler is going to get teed up here. He hung on the rim a little too long. The Governor fans appreciate it, but it will be a technical foul Called on Heisler. Governor fans appreciate it. They don't like the call, but they should know, based on some of the events of last year, that can tend to happen. Jackson Edmond got teed up 3 times for hanging on the rim last year, and none of them were as long as Heisler hung on the rim this time. Zaveski to shoot the foul shots. Believe it or not, the first free throw attempts by the Huron Tigers this entire game. He hit the first one, but misses the second, and Huron will have the basketball. So the Governors scored 2. The Tigers come back with 1, and they've got a chance for more. It's a 14-point Pierre lead. By the way, Heisler whistled for his first foul on the night. And a good call by the officials. First team foul by the Govs in the second half. 64-50, down to 4.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. C.J. Gainey to Mason Davis. 5 starters out there for the Huron Tigers. 4 starters for the Governors out there as well. Here's Zaveski against Edmond. Leaves it with Davis. Leave it with a hot hand, but this one is off the back of the rim. No good. And Heisler with the long rebound. Oops, there's a carry for Mayer. And it'll be a turnover by the Governors, just their 8th of the ball game. But that one of the unforced variety. Mayer, I think, had a little bit of indecision. And just a high dribble. Tigers with it back. Lichty looking to drive around Olsen. Olsen with the foul. Edmond got up there and blocked the shot. Luke Olsen will pick up his first, and the Tigers are back to the free throw line. Governor basketball sponsored in part by Pierre Sports marketing partners, including Red Rosa, the South Dakota National Guard, Stulken Peterson Lingo, Walti Jones LLP, and Wagner Auto Company in Pierre. Lichty hits the first of 2. And the second one is no good. And that's in and out. Edmond will get in there for the rebound. Here by 13, 64-51. Both teams have been quite streaky in this game. The Governor's still holding a double-digit lead as Heisler will push off on the defender and be called for an offensive foul. Might have stumbled into him just a little bit, but he had that arm extended on Ryland Zaveski on the top of the key. And Pierre will turn it over for the second time in a row. Remington Price with 18 points at halftime. The Governors lead 22-17. Remy stands at 999 career points. Here's a three-pointer. Good for Dylan Lichty, and a chance for one more. Luke Olsen a little late getting over. And a chance at a 4-point play here for Dylan Lichty as the Tigers, again, we've seen it. They just won't go away. And they're putting this one under the basket rather than on the shot. So they're calling this as a foul on a block out. Coach Bud's going to take a timeout for the Tigers with 3:31 to play. This one of the 60-second variety, so we'll take it with him. It's 64-54, and the Tigers with the basketball. When we come back in 1 minute, this is Governor Basketball.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th generation family owned and operated.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
At 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
Back at Riggs High Gym with the Tigers inbounding off of that Luke Olsen blockout foul. Dylan Lichty hit a 3. And then he got fouled on the block out, and out of the inbound, he hits another three. It's 64-57. A 23-point Pierre lead in the second half has now shrunk back down to 7. As Jackson Edmond will be fouled off the right block. This should put him at the free throw line. Pierre is in the bonus. A reach foul on Rylan Zaveski is his third personal. 3:13 to play. This one getting a little too close for comfort for the Pierre fans. Edmond misses the front end of the 1-and-1 off the back of the rim and trying to get it back. He'll be called for a foul of his own. His first. Pierre now has 5 team fouls here in the second half, so one more to give. With 3:11 to play, 64-57, the Tigers continue to shoot well from long range. They get it into Zaveski underneath. Edmond and Heisler will alter the reverse, though. Zaveski 0 for 6 from inside the arc. Edmond rebounds. Lincoln Keenholz will set things up for the Governors. He'll find Luke Olson on the right wing. Luke drives to the right elbow. Back down to the baseline. Edmond now outside. Keenholz fires. 3-ball in and out. No good. Davis has the rebound underneath for the Tigers. Lincoln just 1 out of 7 from long range today. To the 2.5-minute mark. Still a 7-point Governor lead. Pass by Davis thrown at the feet of Gainey, who makes a nice short hop receive. Feeds to Lichty, and he'll be fouled on the cut. Is this foul on the floor? It apparently is, according to Scott Whitlock. And the foul is the second in a row for Jackson Edmond. 8 total fouls in this game. 4 Governors have 2 each. Edmond and Heisler included. The inbound is short bouncer to Dawson Rogers. He'll try to drive, but he loses the dribble on the way into the paint, and he'll fall on it, and we'll have a timeout taken by the Tigers, as it was Dawson Rogers on top of the basketball. By my count, this is the final timeout that Huron will be allotted. They've got 2:17 left. They trail 64-57. We're back in 1 minute. This is Governor basketball.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Dorno with lead.
Out of the timeout called by the Tigers, and again, I've counted 5 on for them tonight. The Governors have only used 1. Huron with the basketball, though, trailing by 7. We're at 2:15 mark of the fourth quarter. Good to have you here on this good night of basketball. In the lane, shot may have been blocked by Dawson Rogers, who's looking for a foul. Won't get it. Keenholz with the loose basketball, and Pierre will bring it across the timeline. Keenholz to Jacob Mayer. Entry pass into Edmond on the right block. Jump hook up, no good. Got his own rebound. Tries again, got completely murdered. Now again, third time's the charm, and Jackson Edmond just will not quit. Double-digit rebounds in the game now, 66-57. About got his head taken off on one of those sequences, but just an idea of the good old-fashioned ESD physical style of play. Now a good layup up and in. Huron wants contact. Zaveski with a tough shot. And no whistle on that one either. 66-59. A minute 15 to play. Keenholz takes the handoff from Mayer. He'll leave it with Kruger on the top of the key. The Governors should try to use as much of that shot clock as they can here. Heisler in front of the Governor bench on the right wing, brings it back up top. Now finds Keenholz again. Lincoln will pop from the baseline. Too much on that one. Zaveski will catch it. No, he won't. Heisler takes it away and lays it up and in. And Heisler with a second chance basket and a big one at that. Zaveski looking for three on the way back, and Keenholz saves a long rebound off of a miss from long range by Zaveski. Zaveski has it, then gives to Lichty. That's too much with on that one. And Heisler down with another rebound. Pierre can start to play out the string here. Mayer's got to keep control of it in the backcourt. He'll get it across. And the Governors are going to go on to win this one. Shot clock's still on, but the game clock is right there with them. Huron will not foul. Give credit to the Huron Tigers. They were down big 3 times in this game. They kept coming back. Keep in mind, this is their 4th game in 5 nights, or days, as it were. And the Tigers have played a great ball game, but the Governors are going to win it. Huron really is going to have to, well, they were going to have to inbound one more time with tenths of a second, but forget about it. This one is in the books, and on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, the Governors will hold off the Huron Tigers tonight by the final score of 68-59. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governors with the victory improved to 9-6 on the season. They're an even 3-3 against ESD competition. Huron pulls even at 3-3 in ESD games that count. They're actually 3-5 over, let's make that 2-4. They're actually 2-6. They played a couple of teams twice, but they'll fall to 6-10 on the season. But Pierre with a much needed win here at home tonight, beating the Tigers 68-59. We'll pause for 3 minutes in our postgame coming up. Postgame to be sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. A conversation with head coach Brianna Kuzler. Our big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics. Your player of the game to be announced as well. That'll be brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. All coming up in the Family Dental postgame. In 3 minutes, this is Governor Basketball and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
The 2023 Chevy Blazer from Beck Motor Company has quickly become a trendsetter. The stylish yet sporty SUV has all the conveniences you need, along with a few extra. Amazing cargo space, huge color touchscreen, standard remote start are just the beginning of the features that you'll find on the Chevy Blazer. Check it out online, beck-motors.com. Then stop in and test drive today. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Riggs High Gym, and a win that's going to feel pretty good for the Pierre Governors. This game got a lot closer than anybody really expected it to, but yes, the Huron Tigers just would not go away. Once again, a Governor opponent is just, they're firing from all cylinders from long range. They're putting a lot of shots up. Are the Tigers from three-point land? They ended up hitting 13. That's a lot of points on the board if you're trying to defend that and trying to counter that. The Governors didn't have their best three-point shooting night tonight, but they hit enough, and they got a lot done in the paint this evening. It all comes out to a wire-to-wire win for the Governors, as it turns out, as they led from start to finish. In fact, Pierre scored the first 11 points of this game, and we're leading at 1 point, 18-5 in the first quarter, but Huron started to heat it up a little bit. They got back within 2 with an 11-0 run of their own. That made it 18-16, but Jacob Mayer hit a 3 at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. That made it 21-16. And then the Governors built a 9-point lead at one point, but back-to-back in the second quarter, but back-to-back threes by the Tigers made it interesting again. But I think the Governors ended on a 7-point run in the second quarter as well. It was... well, at any rate, they led by 6, 34-28. It wasn't a 7-0 run, but still holding off the Tigers as best they could. And in the third period, Pierre came out literally on fire as they were getting everything done. Inside, Jackson Edmond got the team going to start the third quarter. Governors hit a couple of threes. In fact, suddenly a 6-point lead became 23. Pierre scored the first 17 points of the second half. Problem was, Huron comes back again. They score again, another 11-0 run to score and to finish the third quarter. So the Govs with a 17-11 advantage in that third quarter, and that 23-point lead shrank all the way back down to 12 at 51-39. Tigers once again wouldn't go away. The Governors had a double-digit lead through much of the fourth quarter, but something you don't hear very often, what turned into being a 6-point play for Dylan Lichty, who hit a three-pointer and then got fouled on a block out. Huron inbounded. They inbounded to Lichty, and he fired another three and hit it after a timeout. Really was a 6-point play for the Tigers that helped keep them in it. But the Governors, again, with more really outstanding play by Jackson Edmond in the lane tonight. The physicality won out tonight by the Governors. And even though Huron outscores Pierre 20-17 in the fourth quarter, they hit 4 more triples in that fourth quarter. But the Governors hold them off 68-59. Huron 13 out of 33 from outside. I'll tell you one thing, though. They hit 13. I'm guessing another 5 or 6 that went halfway down and came back out. It could have been still that kind of ball game just the same, which the Governors have seen just too many times of late with hot shooting opponents. But I think Pierre did a better job defensively against the perimeter shots. Huron made them, a bunch of them, but in this case, just not enough on this night. Tigers, by the way, as mentioned, 13 of 33 outside the arc. They go 10 of 28 on the floor in the second half, 21 of 56 overall. Only 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Governors didn't put them to the stripe very much. And again, they hit 2 out of 4. 7 Tigers in double figures. Dylan Lichty leading with 14 points. Mason Davis with 12. Governors did a good job on Rylan Zaveski, who has scored 30, 26, and 26 points in his last 3 ball games over the weekend. But the Govs held him to just 9 points this night. Dawson Rogers with a pair of threes will come in with 8 points. Anderson Porish off the bench with 7. And Mason Davis with 5. Colton McNeil with 2 and 59 on the board for the Governors, as the Govs are sending up some players tonight to talk. Here is Jacob Mayer will get geared up. Jacob had a heck of a ball game tonight, specifically in the first half. And Jacob, thanks for coming up. I don't know if you were assigned to do this, but I'm glad to talk to you guys. This is a game where you guys have struggled to put teams away or struggled to get the upper hand lately in all of these close games. And the way you got going tonight, scoring 11 in a row, boy, this Huron team is they're pretty good. They kept coming back at you, but you had enough offense to hold them off tonight.
Yeah, they hit a lot of perimeter shots, and we were playing pretty solid defense overall. We still had some lapses here and there where they were able to crawl back, and they had multiple guys that were just able to hit the three tonight, and it's hard to play and beat a team that can just, when you have 3 or 4 guys on the court that can just hit a three-pointer like that. But yeah, I think we did a good job defensively. We've kind of flipped a switch since our last loss to Yankton, and we're kind of, we all just kind of playing a chip on our shoulder, and we're ready to start playing like the team we are. So.
Yeah, and where most teams have had, 1 or 2 guys who have gotten hot, Huron's got 5 different guys. It's hard to know who to defend and how to defend when you have to face a pick your poison kind of thing. When the Governors are going well, that's kind of the way you guys play those. So you've caused those problems for other teams, but I think a good offensive game, a good defensive game. Can you use this to now spring forward toward the postseason here?
Yeah, I think so. We're kind of we're at the tipping point in the season where we've got to make a decision if we're going to, play like we should, play really good defense, which we're all capable of. And I think we're flipping that switch, and I'm excited to play Bismarck on Thursday and then play Brookings at home Bismarck on Friday, and then Brookings on Tuesday, right?
Yep, that's right. Yep, and 3 in a row at home. Yep. So definitely, I think now a couple of really good ball games here at home. You hit a couple of threes in that first half, and one thing I always like to see is when Jacob Mayer hits his first shot and then his next one, you kind of settle in. But you really had some play that I thought kind of led the team with and a couple of layups and. But what's it like when you are the one that ends up, maybe unexpected being an offensive leader like you were tonight?
It's definitely different. Last year, I think I averaged 1.8 points per game. Yep. So I don't, I've in the past, I haven't looked to score as much, but that's one thing Coach Kuster's pushed on me is just I need to try to look and score more because I'm capable of scoring, obviously. And it's when you have players like Lincoln and Ben and Jackson who are, they're shooting a lot and they're making a lot and getting a lot of points. It's, it's hard to spread the points around sometimes, but it was just good to, when you hit your first shot, it's always a good thing. And then you kind of get on a roll, like you said. So
you guys, you and Lincoln about made the highlight reel play of the year of our lives. And you get a steal and I'm thinking breakaway layup, but you had something else in mind and I didn't even notice it until you threw it off the glass. What's going through your mind on that one where, boy, if Lincoln can throw one down, my goodness, what a play that would have been.
Yeah. Well, in the past, some of those, I had one last year, Rapid Central, off the backboard hoop. I've had a couple of them. Most of those were not planned off the backboard hoops, but this one was actually. And I heard Link just say, Jake, Jake, Jake. And I was like, all right, here we go. And I just tossed it off the backboard. I had no idea where he was. And I turned around and all I see is him with the ball cranked back and just throwing it at the rim. So that was fun. It was really cool. And Jackson and Ben's, that was crazy. That was awesome. This place erupted. So
yeah, it's fun with the crowd getting like that too. Well, let's talk about Bismarck real quick, and then we'll let you go. The Demons, you only played them the one time last year. They're missing Trace and Eaglestaff now. It's a different team I think you'll face, but hey, it's going to be fun and against a team you don't know a lot about otherwise.
Yeah. It'll just be nice playing them here. Up in North Dakota, they've got some weird rules with their 20-minute halves, and they just play the game differently. They press the entire game. It's just a lot of running. I don't know what it is, but those 20-minute halves. It was a long game last year, and it'll just be nice to play them here. Play with our rules, I guess. And I looked up their record. I think they're 500 right now, but we don't know much. We're gonna try and watch some film on them, and I don't know. It's always fun playing them. I'm happy we're getting back into that South Dakota, North Dakota, battle of the capitals.
Yeah,
however you say it, but. Yeah,
the Governor's Cup.
Yep, the Governor's Cup. The Governor's Cup. Yep, it's fun to play it, and it's a really cool environment. I hope a lot of people come and support us on Friday do that.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys keep playing like this, and people will keep cramming in here. Great job tonight, Jacob. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Good win. All right. Jacob Mayer, the Governors, who defeat Huron tonight 68-59. We'll get another player up here as well. And just an outstanding second half, by the way, for a young man who's coming in here, Jackson Edmond, who, the Governors expect big things from all the time, as it turns out. But, Jackson comes into this game. And tell me about it, Jackson. How hurt were you coming into this game? You got a collarbone bruise, you got a knee bruise, and things like that. Was it going to be, how difficult was it to get fired up to play this game?
Oh, it was so difficult. Coming in this morning, I wasn't feeling very good. Obviously physically beat up and then battling a little cold here and there. A whole team's going through a lot of different stuff right now.
Trying to find a T-shirt for you, by the way. Been a long time coming. I'll get that one. You guys, you score the first 11 of the night. You're up 13. They score 11. Suddenly they're back within 2. They did that 3 times. They just wouldn't go away tonight. And when you've got a big lead, what goes through your mind when you're like, oh, here we go again? I mean, we got these hot shooters that you're playing against, and they're all hitting threes, and you're doing everything you can offensively, but sometimes it just seems like it's not enough.
Yeah, that just comes down to communications. Coming back in transition after our press, we got to always talk every time because, whoever we're guarding isn't set in stone every time. So we just got to communicate better on that.
All right. And try to guard against that 3, even though tonight, like I was talking with Jacob, it's not just 1 or 2 guys. It's 5 different guys, and it makes it a little more difficult to guard against. So, but your second half, the way you came out, just playing, it almost seemed like you were possessed a little bit. I mean, really, you got into the flow of things. What was that like when suddenly you just you seemed like the offensive machine that I think we all know you're capable of being?
I just coming in at halftime, we were sitting in the locker room and we all knew we should have been up way more, shots weren't following. And then I just came out and I was, just decided, somebody's got to do it. And if it's got to be me, it'll be me.
All right. So just an outstanding second half on that. Physical, though. Seems like you're getting banged around and having to play really physical, each game. And is it me, or is it getting more physical each time you take the floor?
It definitely feels like it's getting a little more physical, but, that's going to happen once you get later in the season. Teams are going to start getting more chippy, coming down close games. You just got to be able to fight through it.
And then, and there's some playground type basketball here that you're going back and forth. But tonight, when there were those moments, you guys came up with big plays and somehow able to keep your focus in this one. It must have been real good chemistry tonight for you guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The past couple of days we've been putting in hard work in practice and, probably our best practices of the year so far. And we just got to keep that mentality going forward.
I asked the mayor, I'll ask you too. Like you say, going forward, keep that mentality. How much, and I know this is just one game. Harrisburg was a good game at home, but how much how much momentum can you build up? Because you're going to need that going down the stretch.
Definitely we need that momentum. And tonight, the shots weren't falling from the perimeter, but we were able to, get it inside. And, that's something we got to focus more on is if that shot's not falling from outside, we can drive. And then eventually those shots will fall, kicking in and out.
Keep rebounding. Keep out rebounding teams 41-19, and you'll probably do all right. Yeah. Hey, man, great game tonight. Good job. And the Governors with Jackson Edmond, Jacob Mayer, and the cast of characters defeating Huron tonight, 68-59. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll come back, and we've got plenty more coming up in our Family Dental postgame. This is Governor Basketball.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Hey, DQ fans, spread the love with February's Blizzard Treat of the Month, Triple Truffle. It blends peanut butter, fudge, caramel truffles, and of course, that world-famous DQ soft serve. You heard that right, not one, not two, but 3 of the best truffles from the chocolate box. Show your love to that someone special this month with the Triple Truffle Blizzard Treat. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hey guys, this is Truett Rogers, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota here in Pierre, South Dakota. And I just want to let you guys know about this beautiful white 2017 Ford F-150 Lariat with 84,000 miles. Loaded up with leather, nav, adaptive cruise, and heated and cooled seats, and a whole ton more. Priced today at $36,995. Stop in at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota at 518 East Sioux Ave in Pierre. Visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com or call 605-224-7378 and ask for me, Truett Rogers.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Back at Riggs High Gym, and big thanks to the guys, Jacob Mayer and Jackson Edmond, for coming up and talking to us. I imagine Coach Brianna Kusler sent them up in her stead, and we'll talk with the coach on Friday night when the Governors get set to play the Bismarck Demons. That's their next game coming up, and what we'll have here on River 92.7. We'll continue our post game, but it's something that doesn't happen very often. Remington Price has done it. She's hit a three-pointer in the second half, and she now has 21 points in that Governor lead at the end of three quarters. In Huron, they lead 39-23. Remy has 21 of the 39, but she now is over 1,000 points in her career, so congratulations, Remy Price, the 5th 1,000-point scorer in Governor girls basketball history. We gave you the scoring in this game. Let's give you the other stats. Talking with Jackson Edmond about a 41-19 rebounding advantage for the Governors. That includes 10-0 on the offensive glass and 0 offensive rebounds given up by the Governors tonight, pulled down by the Tigers. So a good job there. Governors only turned the ball over 9 times tonight compared to 10 for Huron. Huron did have 13 assists, but Pierre had 17 in this one, and Edmond a big part of that with 6. Ben Heisler dished out a few. Jacob Mayer, who we talked to earlier, had 3 of those as well. Really good ball movement by the Governors in this one here tonight. There were even 3 blocked shots by the Governors. Edmond with 1, Lincoln Keenholz with 2. As again, the Govs play a great game, but just another example how you cannot take anybody for granted. This Huron Tiger team, 4 games in 5 days. Really impressive what they were able to do. I thought at times they looked tired, but they just kept coming back, hitting those threes, and there's just no givens at all. Governors, again, did have 4 players in double digits, so with Edmond leading at 21 points, Lincoln Keenholz 14, Ben Heisler with 11, Jacob Mayer with Heisler with 12, Mayer with 11, Brecken Kruger with 5, 3 points for Carson Aharts and 2 points for Luke Olson. Huron led by Dylan Lichty with 14 and Mason Davis with 12. So the Postgame continues. We've got a couple of other things to talk about. By the way, Edmond leading with 11 rebounds and Heisler with 9 on those rebounding stats as well. Let's talk big plays of the game. Big plays are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, and we will hear from them after this 90-second timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. Zach Hansen is one of the best ever to play boys basketball in the capital city. He was a 4-time All-ESD, 3-time All-State selection. In his junior and senior years, Hansen was named South Dakota's Gatorade Player of the Year. And his senior year, 2013, he was South Dakota's Mr. Basketball and helped Pierre to its 4th state championship. Then, Hansen played 4 years at Creighton, twice in the NCAA tournament, once in the NIT. Zach Hansen, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
We're back at Riggs High Gym as we continue our post game. Let's talk big plays of this game from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And, big plays, we're going to go. I think even statistically, you've got to look at that rebounding total. 41 rebounds for the Govs to just 19 for Huron. And even more impressive, 0 offensive rebounds given up by the Govs tonight. 10 of them pulled down themselves. The Governors certainly made more plays while Huron had the 3-pointers going down here tonight. But and I can't say enough about the wherewithal of the Tigers to keep coming back and keep making shots and key shots at times. But tonight was a night that the Governors were able to at least forearm, hold them off at the arm's length, so to speak. And a good night for the Governors. Rebounding is always big. Coaches always say big plays are rebounding. The Govs with 4 dunks tonight, 2 by Heisler, 2 by Lincoln Keenholz, 1 almost thunderous put down by Lincoln Keenholz off of a Jacob Mayer alley-oop. There was a Jackson Edmond alley-oop to Ben Heisler, by the way, which certainly brought the crowd to a lot of life in this one. It was certainly a fun game for Governor fans to enjoy here tonight, courtesy of those big plays, both individually and statistically, brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And we'll take one more break, and our Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game is coming up. We'll start with Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game. We've already kind of announced it. He was up here talking to us. Jackson Edmond, 21 points, 11 boards in this game. Had a huge night, and this was the night where Jackson had 6 at halftime, so 15 in the second half. But this was finally a game where Jackson was able to be the guy to step up and lead the team in a lot of ways. But as we talk about him with Coach Kusler, an all-around player. He fills stat sheets in 4 different ways with points, rebounds, assists, blocks. He does it all. And, well, he's even got a couple of steals tonight. So 5 different stats pulled down there for Edmond on a positive note tonight. He is tonight's Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. He gets the T-shirt noting his accomplishments, leading the Govs to a 68-59 win over the Huron Tigers. Honorable mention, Jacob Mayer, another solid game also for Lincoln Keenholz and for Ben Heisler. Also good games for Dylan Lichty, for Mason Davis, scoring-wise. And, Rylan Zaveski played a tough game tonight. Didn't get the scoring he wanted to, but defensively, he did a pretty good job on Lincoln Keenholz this night as well. So pats on the back to a few Huron Tigers in the losing effort tonight as well. Player of the game in Jackson Edmond, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. We'll hear from them. We'll take our final break, and we'll come back and set you up with upcoming action. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal Bird Stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
This fall, take some time to think about your future while the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill. It's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break up a face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
It's time to book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport through United.com or American Airlines. If traveling to Denver, schedule your flight at DenverAirConnection.com. The morning flight leaves at 8:20, allowing you to connect with the majority of continued flights. Avoid the crowds. Enjoy no driving and free parking when you fly from Pierre Regional Airport. 50 passenger jets and a 1-hour direct flight to Denver.
Pierre Regional Airport, skip the drive.
Tackle your questions about purchasing your home with someone that has a passion for success. Sean Lewis, Mortgage Loan Officer with American Bank and Trust. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, I will help coach you through every step of your American dream. I will keep you informed through the entire buying process and help you find the best product for your home goals. Send me an email, give me a call, or visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Member, FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back one final time in our Family Dental postgame. Pierre Governors defeating the Huron Tigers tonight, 68-59. Governor girls are on their way to another win to go what would be, I believe, 13-2. They lead 39-23 in the at the end of the third quarter. That game into the fourth, but you can feel free to tune over to KGFX for David Burrell's conclusion of that broadcast after they had a bit of a late start in Huron tonight. Could look at other scores as well, but here's upcoming action. The Governor boys have Bismarck here at Riggs High Gym on Friday night, while the girls go to Bismarck. Boys on River 92.7, girls on KGFX. And meanwhile, Tuesday would be the next broadcast as well. The Governors again at home hosting the struggling Brookings Bobcat squad. The girls go to Brookings, and again, boys on the FM here, River 92.7, girls at Brookings on KGFX as well. And then Mitchell games on Thursday and Friday. Boys on Thursday, girls on Friday later next week. Pierre Governor Wrestling coming up as well. This Thursday, they host Aberdeen Central. We would have normally broadcasted that, but again, personal conflict for myself, so no coverage of Aberdeen Central Wrestling. The Governor's boys will then go into the region tournament the following weekend, February 18th at Todd County High School in Mission. Governor girls have a big invitational at Harrisburg, some of the best competition they'll have before the state tournament to wrap things up in their regular season is at the Harrisburg Invite this weekend. Best of luck to the state gymnastics squad going for the Governor girls. That'll be in Aberdeen on Friday and Saturday. Send-off coming up by the way, on Thursday morning at 8:45. And again, best of luck to the Governor girls gymnastics squad. Hockey, the Oahe Capitals have matchups. The boys at Sioux Falls 2 on Saturday, and then they will be at Aberdeen on Sunday for a game in the morning. Girls will play at Huron on Saturday, and then at Aberdeen for a doubleheader on Sunday for Oahe Capitals hockey. But again, our next broadcasts are Friday night for Governor basketball with the boys hosting the Bismarck Demons here on River 92.7 at 6:30 with the pregame. The girls at Bismarck on KGFX, also a 6:30 pregame. Other boys scores tonight. Sioux Falls Roosevelt beats Brookings by just 6 tonight. Sioux Falls 52-46. Sioux Falls Jefferson stays unbeaten 60-44. They beat Watertown. Sioux Falls Lincoln over O'Gorman 77-59. Mitchell beating Aberdeen Central tonight 60-47, and it's Washington knocking off Brandon Valley in Brandon 52-38. Girls basketball, once again, the Governors have now defeated the Huron Tigers 49-33 on KGFX. Also, O'Gorman over Lincoln tonight 71-35. Sioux Falls Jefferson is in overtime, but with a 10-point lead over Watertown 48-38, and Aberdeen beats Mitchell tonight 55-48. Brandon Valley over Sioux Falls Washington 58-50, and Brookings in the fourth quarter has a 14-point lead over winless Sioux Falls Roosevelt 59-45. Out west, Spearfish beats Sturgis 52-25. There's the scores, and that will pretty much do it for a fun night of basketball here at Riggs High Gym. Safe travels to the Huron fans who made the trip to the capital city here tonight. Highway 14 should be dry, hopefully, but remember, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety does always tell us to think twice, slow down in case of ice, and buckle up every trip, every time. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminder. On behalf of Heather Williams in studio, as always, running a great show with audio production, and also Jordan Lutmer running camera for Live Ticket. You can watch this game back at your leisure through their YouTube channel or through our website, drgnews.com, and the River 92.7 page. Till we meet up with you again on Friday, I'm Brian Oakland. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard: the Governors defeat Huron 68-59. Thanks for joining us. This has been a presentation of your official voice of Pierre Governor Sports, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Good evening, everybody.
Pierre Governor basketball on River 92.7 has been brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds & Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yes Way, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor basketball. Potsdam Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service. The proceeding has been a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.